You wanted to be seen, as a noble victim of domestic violence,
I have never wanted to be seen as a victim.
You didn't donate it. It's a yes or no.
I haven't been able to to fulfill those obligations.
So that's a no, right, Ms. Heard? You had all of the $7 million for 13 months before Mr. Depp sued you, and you chose not to pay it to the charities you pledged it to.
Camille Vasquez has finally exposed Amber Heard's lies about Johnny Depp being violent. After testifying Monday afternoon that her Washington Post op-ed was about herself, not Johnny Depp, Amber Heard faced a pointed cross-examination from Depp attorney Camille Vasquez that was aimed at shaking Heard's credibility in the eyes of the jury. And boy, was she successful in doing that.
You wanted Mr. Depp's money.
Didn't get it, wasn't interested in it.
For a moment there, we could finally see Amber Heard's defense falling down like a house of cards. The moment Camille Vasquez, Johnny Depp's lawyer, went on the offensive, it looked like it was all over for Amber Heard.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another.
But I don't. Ms. Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question.
Is she the secret weapon on Johnny Depp's team? Who is this ruthless woman that is ripping Amber Heard's entire case apart? Let's find out in this video. A tough cross. Amid Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's ongoing defamation lawsuit, one of the Pirates of the Caribbean star's attorneys has made headlines for her no-nonsense line of questioning. Camille Vasquez is a litigation associate for Brown Rudnick, the firm that Depp, 58, hired to oversee his legal defense. Vasquez, 37, has been questioning Heard, 36, earlier this week about the nature of her relationship with Depp and the timeline of their divorce. Of all Amber Heard's sordid claims against Johnny Depp, the most alarming accused him of sexually assaulting her with a liquor bottle during a 3-day drug-fueled bender in Australia in March 2015. Depp's attorney picked apart the most intimate details of that alleged incident during a combative cross-examination on Tuesday. As Heard tells it, Depp smashed a wall-mounted phone practically into smithereens. The broken pieces sliced off Depp's finger, she claimed. Heard recalled Depp had taken 8 to 10 pills of MDMA. At some point, Heard said, Depp got onto her counter, bent her backward over a bar, held her down by the neck, grabbed a bottle, and penetrated her with it. These are serious allegations you are making, Depp's attorney Camille Vasquez noted. Depp and Heard's dueling allegations of domestic violence have been playing out in a courthouse in Fairfax County, Virginia, where the Pirates of the Caribbean star sued the Aquaman actress in 2019. A year earlier, Heard published an op-ed in the Washington Post depicting herself as a victim of domestic abuse, which is the subject of Depp's lawsuit. Heard countersued after Depp's lawyer described the allegations as a hoax. When Vasquez pressed Heard about how a drug-blasted and injured Depp could have handled the logistics of such a horrible alleged assault, Heard replied, "I never testified to a sequence." Heard testified that she feared that the bottle may have been broken and that it caused her to bleed. Showing a jury a picture of the 2 bottles in the room, Vasquez even interrogated Heard about the maker's mark on the table, which was intact. Heard introduced a number of photographs of the property damage that night in support of her claims. There was no smashed-up phone in the pictures, and Depp's house manager Ben King said there wasn't such a phone. One of those photographs of a mirror strewn with messages in red and black paint. Heard took a picture of that mirror, which included the message, "Call Carly Simon. She said it better, babe," with a smiley face underneath. After Vasquez pressed her on who wrote that snarky message, Heard insisted that it was Depp. Vasquez unpacked the cultural reference. Simon is a musician best known for her mega hit You're So Vain, a song about a self-absorbed lover, reportedly inspired by multiple men in the singer's life. Heard agreed that she took the picture of the mirror with this message, but she took herself out of the frame. Vasquez turned to a running theme in her cross-examination. Heard previously testified that Depp usually wore large and clunky rings on each finger, and she struggled to remember her ex-husband not wearing them. Not all the time, not literally every single ring every single day, but he often wears rings, Heard said. Not often, Ms. Heard, Vasquez interjected. Your words are, I've never known Johnny not to wear rings on every finger. Heard agreed that was true. Depp claims that he was the victim of an assault on the night in question, claiming that Heard threw a broken liquor bottle at him, cutting off the tip of his finger.
You're the one who assaulted someone with a bottle in Australia, isn't that right, Ms. Heard?
I didn't assault Johnny in Australia. I didn't assault Johnny ever.
Days earlier, Heard testified that she hit Depp defensively.
You weren't scared of him at all, were you?
I have a mixed relationship with Johnny.
In a journal entry dated August that same year, just months after the alleged assault, Heard wrote, "Why do we fight? Ever. Why? I love you more than anything else. Are we that uncomfortable with being vulnerable? Are we scared, or is it something else? I don't know, but I am sure of one and it's that I can't imagine my life without you." Later that month, Heard wrote another entry with an apology. "I'm sorry I shook the wheel so hard. I'm sorry we've tested the shocks, brakes to this point. Goddamn. I love you, Johnny." Responding to the entry, Heard described it as another example of me trying to fix it. "Fix it by apologizing for your behavior?" Vasquez asked. The hard questioning didn't end there. Heard then testified about 3 remarks made by former Depp attorney Adam Waldman that are the heart of her defamation countersuit. In one, Waldman was quoted as referring to Heard's sexual violence hoax facts. Heard talked about the pain that caused her to hear her allegations labeled as untrue. "It's torture. It's torturous," the Aquaman star said tearfully. "No one should have to do that. I want to move on with my life. I have a baby. I want to move on. I want Johnny to move on too. I want him to leave me alone." But in a quick about-face, cross-examination found Vasquez grilling an unemotional Heard about why Depp hadn't made eye contact with her at all during the trial. "You know exactly why Mr. Depp won't look back at you," Vasquez said, then played a tape in which Depp had vowed that after they divorced,
"You will not see my eyes again."
Moving past that dramatic tone setter, Vasquez asked Heard about various claims she'd made in direct testimony about injuries she said she suffered at Depp's hands. Among Heard's claims were that on separate occasions Depp broke her nose, split her lip, kneeled on her back, and hit her in the face so many times she lost count. Heard also admitted that she couldn't recall a time when Depp wasn't wearing heavy rings on all his fingers. Then Vasquez presented photo after photo of Heard, taken on the days after all of those alleged incidents. In them, Heard showed no signs of bruising, swelling, or any injuries whatsoever. The actor also said under cross-examination that she had no medical records of any of her injuries because she didn't seek medical attention for any of them, even after she allegedly was raped with a liquor bottle that resulted in bleeding from her vagina. Vasquez noted that Heard took a lot of photos of Depp sleeping, but had no photos of him consuming or even possessing cocaine. Then Vasquez turned to Heard's charitable donations, which the actor had spoken about publicly, as if she had donated the full amount of her divorce settlement up front, when in fact she pledged to donate the money over time. Heard said she planned to make the donations over time because she was being paid the money over time, and also because she would get a tax benefit from doing so. Heard explained why she stopped Depp from giving money to the charities directly instead of giving her the money first. "I said if you want to pay the charities directly, pay the adjusted amount, or pay as per our agreement in the settlement in the divorce." Depp chose to do the latter, she said. As for her own donations, Heard said,
I haven't been able to fulfill those
So that's a
obligations.
no, right, Ms. Heard?
"The only one who thought it was about Johnny is Johnny," Heard said toward the end of her direct testimony, talking about the opinion piece that sparked Depp's $50 million defamation suit and Heard's $100 million defamation countersuit. "It's about me. It's about what happened to me after Johnny. It's about what happened to me after I escaped my marriage. It's about me and my life and what I endured once I moved on and got a TRO and moved on with my life. It was about what happened to me after. The only one who made it about him, ironically, was Johnny." Her words came on her 4th day on the stand in a case that's scheduled to run through May 27th before going to the jury. The internet has instantly fallen in love with Camila and her aggressive stance toward Amber Heard. This netizen tweeted, "Watching Camila Vasquez expose Amber Heard for the liar that she is gives me joy and hope for Johnny." That lawyer, Camila Vasquez, in the hashtag Depp vs. Heard trial is my favorite character. I hope we get to see her again after this. Shared another user. Shout out to Camila Vasquez for barbecuing Amber Heard yesterday on the stand. Continued another. Finally, this user tweeted, "Can I just say Camila Vasquez is such a good lawyer? Some badass woman." So what are your thoughts regarding Camila Vasquez? Do share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching right until the end, and have a great day.